In the city of Lagos, where every building has a story and every compound has drama waiting to explode, there was a quiet corner of Surulere that looked peaceful on the surface. People sat outside their flats, a keke moved lazily down the street, and in one modest two-story building, life seemed completely normal. But inside one particular flat, peace was a luxury nobody could afford. Not today. Jide had been pretending to relax all afternoon, sitting on his old brown sofa like a man who had nothing to hide. He told himself that everything was under control. Jide was quiet in the bedroom. The dog had somehow stopped barking, and the freezer in the corner hummed like a harmless piece of furniture. Still, Jide's eyes kept drifting towards the bedroom door, because Jide was a man living a life of secrets, and secrets never stay quiet for long. A small sound came from the bedroom, not loud, not dramatic, just enough to remind Jide that his entire life could collapse today. He swallowed hard. Jide better not start her madness, he muttered. He didn't know that the madness was already on the way, and it wasn't Jide who would start it. The knock landed like thunder, 3 heavy bangs on the metal door. Jide froze, Jide froze, even the dog stopped breathing. From outside, a voice barked with military authority. "Open this door, now!" It was the landlord, and he did not sound patient. Jide opened the door with the fakest smile Lagos had ever seen. "Ah, sir, good afternoon. You didn't tell me you were coming." The landlord didn't respond. He didn't blink. He didn't even greet back. He just stepped into the flat and looked around slowly, like a man searching for the truth he already suspected. Jide followed behind him, sweating and smiling like someone who deserved an Oscar for the role of Pretender of the Year. The landlord bent down to inspect under the sofa. Jide's heart dropped. A small dog leash was sticking out, bright as day, mocking him. But the landlord didn't see it yet. He stood up and continued scanning the room with deep suspicion. Jide's smile was beginning to shake. A faint noise drifted from the bedroom. The landlord turned his head sharply. What was that? Jide laughed the most suspicious laugh ever recorded in human history. Fan, maybe the fan. There was no fan running, and the landlord knew it. He started walking towards the bedroom door. Jide followed, shaking. The bedroom was dark, too dark. The freezer sat in one corner. The gas cylinder sat by the window. The extension cable ran across the floor. It was the room of a man breaking at least 14 compound rules. The landlord gripped the door frame. "I hope I will not see what I don't like inside this room." Jide almost fainted. The landlord kneeled down, slow, serious, focused. He raised his flashlight and pointed it beneath the bed. At first, he saw shadows. Then he saw eyes. 2 wide, shiny, terrified eyes staring straight back at him. Jide was hiding like a criminal, holding her breath. The landlord jerked backward. Jide wanted to evaporate from the earth. Jide crawled out with the energy of a Gen Z warrior who believed rules were optional. "Sir, can you calm down? Why are you shouting?" The landlord stumbled back in shock. Jide whispered, "Jide, please, respect yourself." Jide ignored him. "You people just like doing too much. What is all this inspection, sir?" At that very moment, the dog burst out from under the bed and barked directly at the landlord. The landlord screamed. Jide screamed. Jide rolled her eyes. Chaos had officially begun. From the balcony outside, Omachinedu's voice cut into the flat like a megaphone. "Oga landlord, check his freezer. That freezer runs all night. He is using your lights." landlord flows. Jide collapsed to his knees. Jide face-palmed dramatically, and Fufu the dog sat down quietly like an innocent tourist. The landlord marched to the kitchen. What he saw ended the last piece of respect he had for Jide. Chicken wings soaking in a basin, a dog bowl, a tabletop cooker still warm, a gas cylinder beside it, a wire leading back to the bedroom, a burnt pot that had seen war, tiles cracked from too much heat. The landlord inhaled deeply. He was experiencing betrayal on a spiritual level. Jide rushed to the doorway, hands together. "Sir, I can explain." Jide appeared behind him. "Explain what? Abeg, leave story." The dog sniffed the gas cylinder proudly. The landlord walked back into the living room. Calm, too calm. He picked up his phone. "Lawyer," he said quietly, "prepare the eviction letter. Today." Jide's spirit left his body. He sat on the brown sofa staring into nothing. Jide shrugged like someone who warned him. The dog wagged its tail happily. And just like that, the calmest flat in Surulere became the hottest crime scene of the week. Now, the only question left in the entire compound was simple. Should Jide be evicted?